Hi everyone, I'm really happy to be back with you with this new video. I've been absent for quite some time because I was going through a big transition in my life. I've moved, as you can notice from the background here, and it's a new life starting for me. So I had all my energy and all my time focused on that. And finally, I found the time to shoot this video, and I'm really happy to be back with you because I wanted to share an experience I had a couple of weeks ago, which was exactly on January 20th, while I was meditating. And I think sharing this experience will help some of us to understand what is our path on this earth right now. So the experience I had was at the same time something that I was feeling inside and something that I was feeling or having the vision of outside of me. So the vision I had was the one of the gates of heaven opening up. And I saw this light flowing through me, and I also felt this divine love flowing through me. I felt so much love and so much light in that moment. I thought to myself, if all humans could feel how the divine loves them, all problems would end tomorrow. All wars would end, of course. All separation would end. It's really an incredible feeling when you feel that much love. The message for me when I experienced this was that there is no need anymore for any intermediary between us and the divine. And this is something that is really part of this new paradigm shift that we're going through right now as well. So it basically means that we cut the middleman out. And of course, as humans, we have been programmed in this way since millennia, because when we think about it, in ancient civilizations we always hear about these gods that come from heaven and they have more power, they are more evolved than humans, and so humans always had this kind of belief that they were inferior and that the power and the spiritual side always came from somewhere outside of themselves, which is really something that is deeply rooted in our being, in our subconscious, in our DNA, etc. So we need to deprogram ourselves from that belief, and it is, I think, happening right now. And this doesn't mean that it's the end, of spiritual guides and people who help in the spiritual field, as I'm doing right now. Otherwise, I would run out of job. It doesn't mean it won't exist anymore. It just means that as individuals, we really need to come back to ourselves and go deeper within to experience the divine within ourselves, because we are also the divine. And it's almost like also this, the gates of heaven opening. It's not as if they were opening just in that moment. There was also this feeling of they've always been open. And there is always a chance to connect to that. So it's always open, and all we need to do is actually enter this light that is offered to us, enter this love that is offered to us. While I was having this experience, I also saw that everything was gathered in one point. So one point in time. So I saw at the same time the past millennia of the struggles of power on earth, the reign of the darkness on earth. And at the same time, so it was kind of superimposed on it, I saw the victory of the light. I saw the new earth, the 5D, and everything existed in one singular point. And this is actually the perspective of Source itself. And we as souls, as we incarnate in different timelines, different incarnations, different dimensions, we allow Source to experience itself through what we experience as souls through matter, which gives us the impression that we are kind of experiencing a linear time where there is an evolution, where in fact everything is happening at the same time in this same present moment. As you know, there's only the present moment that exists. The past, future doesn't exist. And it was really interesting to see this point of view from Source, where the beginning and the end is the same. It's all gathered in the same point, the same spot. So I know that a lot of people right now are kind of waiting on things to change, waiting on seeing more changes on Earth. But this is also the challenge that we're facing as humans incarnated on this Earth right now, is that we navigate through different perceptions, different dimensions at the same time, and it's sometimes hard to find our way through all these dimensions and to understand what is really reality in the end. And so the answer to that is that it is all reality, it is all part of our reality. So it is true that when we are sensitive enough and when we feel what 5D is, so we know that in 5D we are unconditional love, it's the heart consciousness, and that it's the victory of the light on Earth. This exists on a quantum level. It does exist, and we can feel it. We can sometimes see it, we can have visions of it, we can sometimes experience it through bits of experiences in our daily life. But at the same time, we coexist with these other dimensions, that is 4D, where the subconscious is rising up to our awareness to be purified, so the collective shadow as well. And there is 3D, which connects us more to everything that is connected to matter and density, and all the people that are still not aware of their spiritual aspect. So when we experience these different dimensions, these different realities, sometimes because we don't see the 5D manifested into matter yet, we can sometimes feel hopeless or helpless, and especially in this winter period, there was a lot of dense energies and a lot of inertia and a lot of sadness as well in the collective. And we can sometimes really, as light workers, also feel impatient because we are waiting so much on and with anticipation concerning these changes that we know are going to happen, but we don't know when exactly it's going to happen and when exactly it's going to manifest. Well, it's always in good divine timing, and not knowing when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen is actually part of the experience that we chose. It always has this sense of the unknown, and it's like we are always brought back to what beliefs do you hold and what is your faith about. And this brings me back to the experience I was telling you in the beginning, with the gates of heaven opening, this light flowing, this love flowing inside me, where that's the answer to our faith. It's like this connection is here and now for you. You just need to be aware of it, and you just need to connect to that. So I know it's not always easy. Sometimes in our daily lives, in our daily routines, we can feel depressed, we can feel sadness, we can feel overwhelmed by certain things, or very angry towards the collective for not waking up soon enough or whatever. But when we remind ourselves that it's all within us, and this connection with the divine that we are is always here for us and helping us and guiding us, then it's also easier to go through the more difficult times that we are facing. In my previous video where I was talking about the forecast for 2021, I was talking about the purge and the alchemical transformation. And what I wanted to say about that is something I realized actually when I moved, that it just really hit me harder, let's say, is that as spiritual beings, when we have a spiritual life, we're very connected to energies and to spiritual things and whatever. And sometimes we set aside everything that is connected to matter and density because we prefer to be in our little spiritual bubble, in a way. And this year, I really feel that we need to, become aware that this transformation and this purge also, and maybe even more so, happens through matter. And we need to accept that we are also here as light workers to help transmute and transform matter. which is sometimes annoying. You know, I realized when I moved in this new house, it's an old house and it needs a lot of transformation on a material level, but also energetically, you know, to transmute all these memories that this place holds, etc. So it requires a lot of work, and I thought that it really resonated with what is happening in the collective right now, which is also going through the same process of this transformation of matter. So this is something that we can also remind us. And I feel also this year it's really about transforming matter, being really grounded as well, you know, accepting to be in this body, even if it's sometimes dense and difficult. It's really part also of the spiritual path, and we shouldn't forget about that. And the last thing I wanted to share with you is another vision I had more recently. I had this vision of a staircase, a spiral staircase going up, and another one going down. And on the one that was going upward, I saw there were a lot of souls leaving the earth plane, returning to the spiritual realms. And on the other downward spiral, there were a lot of new souls incarnating on earth. So when I say new souls, I don't mean young souls. I mean they're souls with a new energy that is going to be necessary for building this new earth. And I could feel that all these new souls coming in, they were so happy to participate and to build this new earth with us. And I thought, wow, these new souls that are coming in right now, you know, in 18 years, 20 years, they will be adults, and it's like they're gonna lead the way, lead the path for what we prepared for them right now, as we are experiencing things in this time frame. And so there are a lot of souls departing right now. So this movement between, you know, souls departing, souls arriving, is always there. It's always very busy, but it's especially busy in this period. I could really feel that this, while this, you know, this purge is occurring, a lot of souls that have completed their cycles of incarnation on Earth, on this plane, you know, on this 3D plane, they will certainly reincarnate on other planes or other planets, but they are leaving so that also the new ones can come in with this new energy and with a very specific mission for this new Earth as well. So I thought it was really exciting. And it's also, you know, it's not because we can't see everything with our normal eyes that nothing is happening right now. A lot of things are happening right now, and a lot of change is occurring. As I said previously, this, you know, these deep waters of the subconscious are really changing, are really transforming themselves right now. And this is the preparatory phase for spring, because in March the energies are going to be more fiery. They're going to be much more action oriented as well. There will be probably some agitation as well. And as you know, we are humans, so we are connected to nature, we're connected to everything, so we also follow the cycles of nature. So it's normal that in the winter period we feel there is more calm, there's more inertia, there's more, you know, like we are asleep in a way. And that in the springtime we are ready to go again, and there's this kind of rebirth and this new energy coming in. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video and these messages can help you. And some of you asked me, because I actually have a Telegram group in French. So I have a Telegram channel and a group in French, and some of you asked me to create one in English. So I'm going to do that, and I'll post a link in the description box below. So if you want to join us, it will be a great pleasure to see you there. And I will really want these platforms to serve you, to serve people, to connect to each other, to help each other, and to be kind to each other. And so I really hope that it's going to be a platform where we can also post things that, you know, make us feel good, such as, you know, music, poetry, texts that are inspiring or whatever, but really to keep this high vibe. So every time we go on the group, we feel, this is really nice, and it really makes me happy. It really makes me smile and makes me feel positive. So I will see you soon with a new video, but for the time being, I hope you're well, and I'll see you soon. Satnam.